Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. And that is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Viviane, and if you're new here, for the last 5 years, I have been on this journey of building my self-confidence, building my self-esteem through faith. One thing you don't know, I was also a registered nurse, then I transitioned into owning a business. And throughout my life, throughout my career, I have always applied this principle I'm about to share with you. It is something that I believe can make a huge difference in someone's life. So I'm super excited to share this with you today. So what is this principle? Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 says that, "Do not be deceived, God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap." So the principle here is a principle of sowing and reaping. So a principle is like something that you do to get a particular result. So the moment you do something, it becomes automatic, or it's automatic response or automatic result. So let me give you an analogy. You are a farmer or gardener, and then you plant apple seed in your garden. And then when the harvest season comes, you expect to see apple in that tree, correct? So it's the same way. If you plant an apple tree, you're not going to get mango in that tree. So this is the same thing in life. One thing we fail to realize is that we are always sowing. Always, 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 whether good or bad. And whether we know it or not, we are always sowing. So if you sow kindness, you will reap kindness. It is automatic. And if you sow negativity, then you will reap exactly that. And this is the reason why haters are always going to hate, right? Because they are sowing the seed of hate into their life, thinking that they are hurting somebody else, meanwhile they are hurting their own self. And they're always going to reap the fruit of hate, which is jealousy, envy, bitterness, anger, and so on. And so this works everywhere. This principle of sowing and reaping works everywhere, in your relationship, family, your marriage, your workplace, in your health, your career, your finances. Wherever you find yourself to be, this principle will apply. So I was very blessed to learn this principle early on in life. I mean, at the time, it didn't feel like a principle. It was more like a conviction that I felt, to treat people the way I want to be treated, to do things in order for me to see the result that I wanted to see. So now I understand that really God was showing me, God was directing my path, to learn a principle. And now I'm able to come here and talk to you all about it. So now the question comes to where are you sowing? So there is a story in the Bible where Jesus this beautiful story, where Jesus narrated the story about the sower, the seed, and the ground. And I encourage you to go and read it. It's in Matthew 13, verse 1 to 23. And there's always a ground for you to sow in. There's always a ground. And that ground it can be your heart. It is your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, your relationship, how you treat people, your family, your career, what you do at work, what you do with the time at work, your community, and the word. So the ground is everything, that we see and don't see. The thing is about this principle is that you never know when the harvest is going to come. But let me tell you, it will surely come in some capacity, in any shape and type and stuff. So the next question is, how are we sowing? How? So the moment you wake up in life, the moment you wake up in the morning, this principle is already rolling. It's already in place. And then Proverbs 18:21 says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. So how you sowing? You're sowing with your word. What are you speaking on a daily basis? What conversation are you engaging with? So you are sowing with your thoughts. You are sowing with your time. What are the meditation what are the meditation of your heart? What are you doing with your time? You are sowing with what you see, what you hear, what you talk. You are sowing with how you treat people. you are sowing with like a position, if you take a certain position in a subject or an opinion, you are sowing with your hard work, your discipline, your consistency. So everything you do in life, you are sowing into your life. So this seems like a very simple thing. It seems like a very simple principle, but let me tell you, so this is a powerful force that is constantly working in your advantage or not. So Galatians 6:9 says that let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up. So I want to conclude with this. What have you been sowing? What have you been doing with your time, with your resources, with your energy? Take an inventory of the seed that you have been sowing, the word that you have been speaking. And then if you need to repent about anything, please do so, because God is kind, God is merciful. And then from this moment on, decide to be intentional, decide to be deliberate, to sowing good seed into your life. So I hope this helped. I hope this was insightful in any way. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and share with somebody who needs to hear this. So yes, so as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.